This evening's garage project, a couple things. The E30 M3 is coming out of the garage. I'm sick of having it sitting there doing nothing for the last 9 months, and I kind of miss driving it, so it needs a flex disc. The main lift is otherwise in use, however, I do have this 4-post and I have a bridge jack for it if I need it. So I'm gonna move the murcielago outside, then I'm gonna move the 850 out and, well, I think move the Lamborghini first, then move this. Then I think I'm gonna put the O2 where that is. And then I should be able to get the M3 out underneath, get that outside, and then I can unload the 8 and just load the M3 right back on, so I only have to do the ramps one time. What a logistical nightmare. Battery maintainer off the most expensive car here. It's on here quite simply because I think it's my only charger down here that has alligator clippy things on it. And it's just easier because the battery's in the front somewhere and I haven't messed with it. And everyone loves a murcielago cold start, so of course I won't deprive you. No pressure. No pressure at all. Alright. Just have to unplug it now and make sure there's nothing else hanging up. And then I begin the million billion point turn. Looks good. So this car hasn't been started in however long it's been since my last cold start video, which I'm guessing it's been at least 4 or 5 months. This poor thing, man. I'm actually just cranking it now to get the oil pressure up. Always good to have a little bit of oil on an otherwise pretty dry engine. And I'm pretty sure this car has the ECU in it right now that is in limp mode, so I will have to swap that out at some point. I wonder if I'm not getting fuel? Seemed a little odd. This definitely has the garbage ECU in it. When I say garbage, it's an actual Alpha N computer, but does not want to idle at all, which is really annoying. Oh, hey, it's idling. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna video this whole thing because I need to turn a lot. Welcome outside, baby. It's good to see you. Yes. What a sweet nut of an engine. All right, now time for the 850. Welcome downstairs, 850. It has been a while. Odd. It actually has been starting okay. No problem. This thing is so much narrower than the Lamborghini. It is ridiculous. Also, its V12 is only 5 liters, so that's kind of peasantly. God. The 560 Getrag is out of a bulldozer, I'm pretty sure. It's not a friendly transmission, especially when it's cold. Quick lap around the complex first, I think. Oh yeah, this thing is 100% in limp mode. Ooh, my cassette almost flew out of the windshield, or window, not windshield. Hello, Tesla. Yeah, this ECU sucks. I would be really curious to pull the bin off of this one and flash it on my other ECU, which is flashed to have the DSC deleted, because I'm pretty sure the biggest issue is this computer does not feel like it has DSC disabled, or maybe VSS, but either way, it's that was foot hard down, and for an S54, that's gonna be a big ol' nope. Actually forgot about the lack of power assist brakes, and I'm going to go lift that bridge jack into this lift first before I pull this car in, and that is definitely a two-handed job. Oh, that's sketchy as all hell. Number one, the transmission mount is not against the chassis, and number two, it's completely missing a bolt out of the Guibo as well. Yikes. So I'm gonna disconnect my wideband, take the V-band off, and then there's probably enough room to get this exhaust heat shield off without pulling the exhaust fully. I do have little exhaust clamper things back here, but God, everything's just so nasty on this. I did the swap like 5 years ago in a shop I didn't have any tools in, so. Oh well, I still love it to death. I dropped one of the rear mounts, got the heat shield out, got the carrier bearing undone. I'm gonna tighten up this mount next, which again, yowza. Then I'm gonna pull those Guibo bolts, all of them, and then I'm gonna put in a new used Guibo. Then I'm gonna grab a spare bolt. Man, I gotta look at the back of that trans and see if there's any damage. That, at least it was facing the right way to come out and not cause a bunch of issues, but I'm really surprised I didn't feel it hit something or even hear it. So anyway, that definitely explains the vibration. Guibo is out. Yeah, this thing is proper nuked. I'm amazed it held together with all that abuse. I mean, I drove this thing a few times like that, so good on you, German SGF. I'm putting in an SGF, but it's clearly an not an aftermarket, but installed after the fact. I don't actually know what date code it is, but it's definitely newer. It's the newer style with the flat edges. So either way, time to ramrod that thing in there. I do remember when you're installing a Guibo, the load, so in this case the transmission's spinning that way and it's pushing clockwise. So you want the pushing force to be between these two on the thicker part of the lug. So that bolt hole would go here, for instance, and then the drive shaft would be in this one. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your install work. But yep, time for a new Guibo. All done, tightened up, new Guibo. Everything's sitting pretty. Time to get my beer and set it on. So now that that's done, I'm actually going to go in and read the ROM off of this Alpha NDME, see if there's anything I can do with it, and then I'm actually going to jam the other computer back into here. And that one at least had a little bit better drivability. So before I potentially take this thing home, I do want to see what I can do. But this is a slow process. That's all she wrote for today. I sure do love this car. It makes really nice noises.